Just right now, let me just sing this song of love with you. I am sorry, Hiroshima. I am sorry, Nagasaki. Now we got together, sing this song with you. Never again, never again, never again. Let's save the world. Let's save the world. Let's save the world. Let's say never, never again. Let's save the world. Never, 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 never again. Let's save the world. Let's save the world. In 1945, the world has experienced the catastrophic atomic bomb that destroyed the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and killed thousands of lives. In 2019, I had the opportunity to visit the Hiroshima Memorial Center and I had to see what really happened. And this has pushed me to get more inspired about this song that we've just sung right now. And today, we are here at the Kigali Genocide Memorial Center, where we always remember the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi that took place in Rwanda. As artists and the generation post-genocide, this has pushed us to spread this message of love and peace, because as Rwandans we know what it means to live a life that lacks peace. Enjoy the music. Nashakishije umuti w'ibibazo tubona muri ubuzima, nibazaga umuti wadukiza amakimbirane n'inzangano, nibaza umuti watuma dutuza tugaturana dutuje dusangira ibyo dutunze tugahumeka amahoro, tugaturana dutuje dusangira ibyo dutunze tugahumeka amahoro, tukaririmba amahoro, tugasakaza amahoro, tugatura mu mahoro, tugahumeka amahoro, tukaririmba amahoro, tugasakaza amahoro, tugatura mu mahoro, tugahumeka amahoro. Intambara zakomeza kwiyongera, ikivangura cyahabwa intebe, cyari n'ubugome, ni kuki byacumbikirwa, ni kuki abantu bakomeza kuzira uko basa, ukazira ubwoko bwawe kandi utarabuhisemo, ukazira aho wavutse kandi utarahatoye, warebye icyo dupfana, mu by'ukuri ko kiruta icyo dupfana, warebye icyo dupfana, mu by'ukuri ko kiruta icyo dupfana. Afrika y'ubusi turashaka amahoro, 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 turashaka amahoro, amahoro ku isi hose, turashaka amahoro, tuhagarike ibitekerezo by'ubwicanyi, turashaka amahoro, oh, oh, amahoro, iwacu turashaka amahoro, oh, amahoro, turashaka amahoro,
Muraho. Today, as we remember the events of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, we remember the capacity that mankind has to destroy itself. As we stand together with the people of Hiroshima, we come to mourn more than 100,000 men, children, and women of Japan who were killed during the bombings. As people who experienced the 1994 genocide against the Tutsi, here at the Kigali Genocide Memorial, we stand with those who lost their beloved ones as they remember and commemorate. We stand together with the Hiroshima Peace Memorial and call for action to teach the current and the future generations about peace as we fight conflict, mass atrocities, and genocide worldwide. In the spirit of Umumuntu, we give respect and honor to those who lost their lives. We comfort the survivors and their families and all the people of Japan. Murakoze.
Nightmares to remember. It was like a nightmare, one that sneaks in uninvited, one that leaves you drenched in sweat and in fright. one that takes all your sleep away and leaves you restless all night. One that leaves you unable to close your eyes without it clouding your mind. One that leaves you wondering if it could be reality or just a trick of your imagination. It was like a nightmare. No one was ready for such an event. On a morning that was supposed to be as peaceful as always, as everyone went about doing their daily activities, no one had enough time to say goodbye to their loved ones. It hit so fast, in a matter of seconds, that it was too late for anyone to stop it. It was like a nightmare. The screams of pain and agony here and there, the air filled with poison, dead bodies all over the place, left barely recognizable, and few who were still breathing, barely hanging on to their melting skin. Buildings deducted to rubble, as though they were never there at all. It really cannot get out of your head, as it keeps replaying, even when you do not want to remember. It was like a nightmare, as the ground trembled, mourning for those who did not deserve such cruelty. The once populated place left to rubbles and ashes of buildings and people as proof of its existence. As those tragic days finished, yet leaving behind several scars and consequences of its course for the world to remember always. But today, at least we stand together, remembering heroes who lost their lives without consent to end the world. It was like a nightmare, indeed like a horrible dream, but one that leaves us with a lesson, one that should teach the world of today and tomorrow the consequences of the likes of little boy and fat man. One that should leave us all wanting to always find non-violent ways to strive for peace. So today, as the world comes together to remember, let us also make a promise in memory of those who passed that their lives will not be in vain. And though nightmares are forgotten, but this is reality that should always be remembered. Together for peace. Heiwa no tameni. Thank you.
75 years ago, an atomic bomb took many precious lives. At the outset, I express my sincere condolences to the victims of this tragedy. I also extend my heartfelt sympathy to those still suffering even now from the after effects of the atomic bomb. Without forgetting this tragedy, Japan has made steady progress as a Pacific state since the end of World War II. As the only country to have experienced the horror of nuclear weapons in war, Japan has to facilitate the dialogues between nuclear weapons states and non-nuclear weapons states to bring about a world free of nuclear weapons. In Rwanda, where I'm speaking, many people's precious lives were lost in the tragedy of 1994. I'd like to take this occasion to express my deepest condolences to the victims of this dreadful event. For many Rwandans, the scars will never heal. However, I have seen people making considerable efforts to overcome these hardships. I was touched by their commitment and resilience. I'd like to pay tribute to Rwandan people who have worked hard and achieved the national reconciliation. The tragedies that Japan and Rwanda experienced can't be treated in the same way. I believe they shouldn't be. However, what I realized after I came to Rwanda is that both Rwandan and Japanese people have the strong will to never repeat the tragedy and establish peace. With this strong determination, as the ambassador of Japan to Rwanda, I will devote continuous efforts to contribute to the peace and the development of Japan and Rwanda. Thank you.